All right, we are back with another episode of Don't Hit Sin. We have somebody who's new on the pod who will be checking in time to time with us, Miss Kai. All right. And of course, you already know JB. And of course, you already know Miss Cheska as well. And the first thing we're going to talk about is who's really the prize. All right. It's a lot of stuff out there about, is the woman the prize? Is the man the prize? All of that sort of thing. So we're going to actually touch on that for today. And I'm going to actually have Cheska lead off on that. And then everybody else will fill in from there.
Cool. So the question is not only what is the prize? Like, the question is not only who's the prize, but like, what does it mean? What does it mean when someone says they are the prize? Because I feel like when you're asking them that question, they're only thinking about that statement, like I'm the prize, or however it's paraphrased, but they don't really have an answer to it. And I'm gonna throw out, you know what? It's really hard to say. Okay, PK, your favorite person, Kevin Samuels, is
the ghost.
Okay. He's the one that I feel like influenced this conversation in question. Rest in
rest in power.
Yeah, so he would ask women, which I thought right. Where are you at? Well, he would ask women, what do you bring to the table? Why do you consider yourself a prize? I actually thought that was a good question because a lot of the times they couldn't give an answer. So I feel like a lot of people don't have that self-awareness. They don't really know who they are or what they bring to the table, whether good or bad. They're just focusing on what they can receive. And I think that's a problem in today's society, in today's relationship. It's like, okay, you want to take, but what are you giving? What are you offering? What are you going to bring to the relationship? And it's not, and I see some men get, what's the word? They get shunned because they're asking women, what are they bringing to the table? And so it's all about context, right? Because I think it's fair for anyone to ask, hey, like, what am I getting myself into, especially as I get older? Because we don't got the time. We don't have the time anymore. But if anyone else could provide insight or have that answer, because I don't know. That's a good question. But I would love to hear somebody's thoughts, for sure.
Well, I know I got my personal view is that it could go either way. I guess male or female, I think finding a good person is a prize. I think in general, I'll say from two different point of views. I think at the end of the day, the world just needs men. So we're just needed for a lot of different things. But at the same time, I don't think that takes away from what a woman is needed for. So because I feel men are valuable in terms of what we do, I think if you eliminate women, let's just say you just erase women, I think that would make the world just suckier. So because even though I know men, we do all kinds of stuff, we build great things, all men know we bust our butt off to get a woman. All the stunning, all the money flashing, all the wars, all the fighting would probably go away if there were no women to impress.
Wait.
Nations, huh?
I have a question. Since we're on that topic of men, do you think there are men that overvalue themselves? Like they think they're a $100,000 prize compared to like a $5 prize?
Yeah, no, I think men do, but I think like the battles that go on, the competitions between males, a lot of it is just to impress women. That's like part of it. So a guy getting fresh and wearing those Jordans and doing all of that, he's not doing it to impress his homies. So to me, I feel like even though I think men are just very needed, like I have 3 daughters, them finding an amazing man, I think would be awesome. But because I feel like men work so hard to impress women, that's why the default to women being a prize because really at the end of the day, we make women the prize. We go out of our way to impress women, to fight for women, to kill for women, to do all kinds of stuff just to get some attention. So as a male, I think it's hard to just one. I don't think you can really go either way, but because I feel like if women did nothing, you would still have men chasing you. I believe a woman could walk down the street, not say a word to anybody, and there would still be guys lining up trying to get to her. And because of how much I feel like men put into getting women, I think that default would make the woman like the goal. Like as your man, you're judged by in a lot of cases, your woman. So even other guys might look at you a certain type of way. If your woman is, if you got your woman in a BMW or something like that, that's like stunning. Like, look what I'm doing with my chick, or my wife doing better than your wife, or all these little things. Men are always competing. And I think because of that competition amongst males, whose wife's the baddest, whose girl's the baddest, because these things happen. And even though I know, this thing is back and forth, who's more important, I think in society in general, men are just needed. That's just in general. So I'm separating that. I just think the work ethic of men to go out of their way to get women creates why that default to women being the prize.
Okay. All right. And my whole thing on that, when we talk about, who's really the prize, in my personal opinion, I think the person that's the prize is a person whose relationships are give and take, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly feel like when it comes to us men, for all the things, not just our man, but, the right type of man who take care of everything that they're actually supposed to take care of and all of that. We're supposed to be more of the providers. We're supposed to be the protectors. We're supposed to lead. We're supposed to, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like we have a lot of responsibility as men, and because we have those responsibilities, I personally feel, I don't think that a woman is not the prize either, but I also feel like, when it comes to us as men or whatnot, a woman finding the right man or whatnot, I would say makes us the prize, is how I feel. And not saying a woman's not or anything like that, but, a man that's going to provide, protect, lead, security, all of that goes into providing and things like that. My whole ordeal on that is I feel that would be more of value, not per se trying to diminish the woman's value either. But I feel like if a man is coming and doing all of these things, like that's the prize for a woman, because a man's job is to make a woman's life easier. Now, of course, in some ways, there's a woman's job is supposed to come and help make the man's life easier. But to me, it's one thing if you have two people, let's say that they're married or whatever the case is, and you have the woman who, let's say that, her responsibilities, I guess, are based in that household. Her job was to literally say, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make sure the house is good. I'm gonna make sure the kids is good. I'm gonna do et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. To me, that's still of equal value. The problem is there's a lot of women out here who have an entitlement complex, who think that they're the prize when they offer nothing of any value. That's the problem. Now, when a woman's coming and she's offering something, just as well as the man is offering something, at that particular point, that would make the man the prize. A woman is not a prize just because she's a good-looking woman. She looks good. She looks nice. Guys are trying to get at her, because the reality is most guys that are approaching women and stuff like that, majority of the time, more than less, I would say, they're trying to have sex with that woman. The prize is somebody's actually trying to lock up and maybe potentially marry. That's prize worthy to me. Not just because you're a woman, you have a vagina, you look good. you're automatically the prize, and I think that's where a lot of people get the misconception of that.
Kaya, she got something to say.
I can definitely see it on her face.
We're both like, she hasn't talked, so yeah, she got the fight.
I already know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get too. I just have a couple. Obviously, I'm gonna say women inherently provide value. Period.
Yes.
End of the statement.
Period. Yes.
And also, for men to try to place a value on women based on, well, I don't want to have sex with this one, so she ain't a prize, but this one's a prize, is nonsense. In which case, so much controversy about a question like asking whether a woman thinks she's a prize. You know what I mean? What they bring to the table. The reason it is stupid is because when men are ingenuous, first of all, secondly, they can't answer the question themselves about what provide they supposedly provide. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can you even judge that if you yourself are trash? And I just think they overvalue most of the men who are asking these questions are men that don't have anything to offer. I feel like.
You know what? Go ahead.
Sorry. Say like.
No, you're fine.
No, let her speak.
The healthy both partners are providing value to the other. And you could argue that they're back and forth because at different times, different partners are providing more value than the other, depending on what situation. But ideally,
right.
If they're two, good partners to both, inherently valuable as human beings. Okay, that's all for now.
Okay. No. Hold on. No, I gotta piggyback on that. No, because I got some stuff to say. So but you did it, PK. So I gotta jump in. You were talking about. You said technically men more the prize. Is that what I heard?
What I'm saying is when two people come into a situation or are already in a situation and all of that, if there's equal value on both ends, then to me that would make, I would definitely say that both would be the prize. My issue with the whole, I'm the prize when it comes to not all women, but there's a lot of women out here who feel that they're the prize just because they look good, as if there's not millions of other women out here who look good as well. That never ends. That's limitless out here. And so because they think they look good and they have a vagina, they feel that they are entitled
I would just like
to be the prize. Even though like his, no, you're fine. Like Kai said, and those sort of women would be trash. Those sort of women.
But who's perpetuating that? What society? Yeah. We live in a patriarchal society, right? Who is perpetuating that stigma for women to feel like their only value to them is their looks and their body? Because I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, since we're kind of measuring up, let's say wife and husband, right? Who's bearing the wife is bearing the children. Okay.
Yes.
She's delivering the children. That does a lot of changes to your body. In a lot of ways, especially, now, of course, fathers are taking more of a responsibility in their lives, but she's the one that's kind of managing the house, making sure everything's okay, making sure the husband is okay emotionally, making sure the kids are okay. Are they good in school? Are they okay emotionally? Are they hurt? Everything. And a lot of times, the woman is planning A to Z. So it's like when we're talking about value and you're trying to measure that, I think, in my opinion, we go through waves in life, right? What the man may be slacking on, this is how it's supposed to be. Because I know it's unequal balance in some relationships, but the man is slacking in something, the woman is there to help pick up the slack, right? Or if she needs something.
Or vice versa,
Yeah, but realistic, there is a lot of people that have an imbalance, but I just wanted to bring that up.
No, I definitely agree with that. And because it's not going to always be, because then you hear the whole 50-50
Yeah.
stuff that's out here, which I think is ridiculous.
Should have left that in 2020, whenever that started.
Well, I think it's ridiculous because at the end of the day, based off of whatever you and your spouse or woman situation that y'all in, it's not going to always be 50-50. Kind of like you just said, things happen in waves. So sometimes everybody's not going to be able to provide equal value, but that doesn't diminish their value. That just means that they're going through a moment. You know what I'm saying? And just because they're going through a moment does not make them less as valuable. Being valuable is about character as well, who you are. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. So, if you're a valuable person in the essence of that, then yes, you know what I'm saying. Yes, you would also still be the prize, regardless of what you're going through in your moment.
Yeah. And also, can I just also
Yeah.
again say women inherently provide value. Every capable of being valuable. Well, every person is valuable. Okay? And can't look at it like, well, this person's, like I said, providing more value or less value, because reality, women provide value to society, or we would not be where we are today. Secondly, we need to understand that they created this problem themselves, because society, like male society, rewards superficiality in women. They reward stuff they claim they don't like. The pretty privilege cards or whatever people post of how they are treated by men for being prettier and tall. And secondly, when men also, I feel like, be like, oh, well, this person is, I do think women are the prize. I'm just going to vote for women. But also is like, men historically have not always valued the actual value to women who are actually providing value, because they'll take that to women who aren't providing value. So what I mean is, like, you have all these examples, all the traditional stuff, who are faithful, got married, raised their kids, took care of their kids, and our husband just leaves them. Like, you're boring. You're just a mom. All you talk about is kids. After that young,
complain
girl, and claim their value. But I can assure you, that's not the case. There's a reason type 80-20, and they need that 80% value for that 20% value because it looks good.
You got, wait, did you get that from? Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, my bad. So my thing is this, right? It's like, I was watching a video on TikTok. There's this guy, he does what he calls it whole math, where he does the math of women that ain't making no sense. And it made me think, when we were living in way back in ancient times, where you lived outside and then the tiger was going to kill you. A male would fight the tiger off. A male would go and hunt for food and do all these things that were valuable. So you say, okay, men are important. But a big part of that, in my point of why I think women are the prize, is because the man that goes out there and kills the most tigers, the women are going to look at him and go, well, I want him. He's killing more tigers than the other guys. So in turn, what happens is,
You mean the man, the prize, or the woman?
No, meaning this is why I think women are the prize.
Are the prize?
Yes, he says women are the prize.
Showing how many tigers he can kill to attract more women, to keep those guys from getting the women. So the competition is that I have 1 million girls that like me, you have 3. And I'm going to show this by doing things. So this is where I think the world changed. There was a man that said, you know what? I probably could get more women if I create buildings, if I build skyscrapers. I believe everything that men have ever came up with was to better society. But in terms of trying to make things better, I still think it was all just to get attention from women. It doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur guy, you hustling. I don't think rappers brag about money because they just want to impress other guys. I think they do that because it's a competition. If I can show you I got $20,000 more than you, I'm basically saying you're nothing to me. But why am I embarrassing you in front of the world? It's so other women see it.
Right. But my thing is,
So
what kind of women are we referring to? Because there's a lot.
I'm not even referring to the woman yet. I'm just referring to the nature of men that happens before the woman even walks in the room. I'm already entering a room of 30 males on some, I'm better than y'all. And every woman that walk in here is mine. Before the women even enter, I've already brought that energy with me. So when the women come in the room, I'm trying to establish myself as the dominant male that's attracting all the women. Now I'm saying these guys do this. That's why I believe women are the prize. Because women, they may compete against each other in their own circles. But what I'm saying is, us men, we all know guys are competing against each other. A dude will murder somebody over a girl.
We got a lot of control.
Guys will do some crazy stuff. And I'm saying the psychology is what I'm referring to. Why would guys go out of their way if women ain't valuable and want it? Clearly, now I'm not saying they're valuing women to be a wife. I'm not saying they're valuing them for nothing. It could be just for the OnlyFans. But a man will almost jump through a wall for a woman. Men will die for women left and right and won't even blink. And I'm saying, how in the world could men be prized if men are willing to die for women? I don't even care if they prostitute. I'm just referring to just in general. This is the normal between guys.
Well, I was
impressing women. It's all about impressing. You about to go get your beard cut because you want to impress women. Everything you're about
no, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I think that in a lot of men's life, all men's life, not a lot, all men's life, I truly feel that they've all in one way or another, things that they're actually doing, whether they subconsciously do it or not, is to impress women. I 100% agree with that.
Point.
But I will also say, and I tell people all the time when I have conversations, I said, don't try to impress women. Because let me finish. Let me get some point. Don't try to impress women. I don't try to impress women. This version of me, I'm going to tell you why I don't. I don't try to impress women because at the end of the day, just be who the fuck you are. Be you. Just be whoever you are. And if being whoever you are is impressing a woman, I wouldn't agree with that. I think impressing a woman is going above and beyond and all of that. That's how I look at impressing a woman. You don't impress a woman
because even at this stage for you grew into that.
Correct.
If you walk into high school and college, them guys ain't even at that level mentally. They not thinking about that.
Right.
Hey, can we stop out here trying to impress women? Y'all issues is your competition with each other. Trying to impress each other more than the women they out here trying to date. And I don't care if it's college age or grown men. There's effort required in dating, and if you just make no effort, you aren't trying to impress nobody. And frankly, if you put effort into the wrong things, you're not going to get a woman anyway. Because you're just treating them like they're nothing, and you don't need to put any effort for it. You're just making yourself look bad.
That's not actually, Kyle, that's not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is that I think it's very important to be your 100% authentic self when getting to know a boy and meeting a woman or whatever. Me, if I go, you know what I'm saying, and I get fresh or whatever, I get fresh because I want to get fresh. That's why I get fresh.
But here's my point.
I'm saying who I've grew into, yes.
Yeah, but you grew into that because we almost about to be 40.
Right.
When we were 17, no, we was thinking, I gotta get me something. Like you was on it. And what I'm saying is, I like to bring stuff back to childhood because when you're talking to a 38-year-old woman, you can't exclude the experience that she went through at 16. So everything we was doing when we were 16, it impacted that 19-year-old, that 23-year-old. It doesn't go away.
Well, no.
All the boys right now aren't thinking about marriage and life and building and family and all this stuff. Right. They're still pursuing women at the same level that you are at 40. It's the same game. Even if it's just only to sleep with her, even if that's the only goal, the amount of energy men spend on sleeping with women is insane. It's an insane amount of energy.
Yeah.
And the point what I'm saying is that the effort that it takes to get a woman is why I'm saying they're the prize. Because it takes a lot of effort. I'm not even referring to entitlement or none of that. Because you already put so much energy into just getting one to give you her phone number. You're fighting to death to get a Snapchat. You know how many boys ask my daughters for their Snapchat?
Yeah, that's insane.
Automatic default no. My daughters just say no. You don't even, it's automatic no.
Yeah.
And they don't stop. They keep coming back. They get on the bus. Man, I'll meet your daddy. What I gotta do? Your daddy want me? Bro, they don't stop.
Nah.
So to me, if a guy is willing to go that hard, the woman gotta be the prize, or else we wouldn't even be going that hard in the first place.
Do you believe wars have been started because of women? Like,
yes. Absolutely.
Yes. Gang wars, drug wars, all kinds of.
But my thing is, but also.
Now, what you gonna say?
And with that, and no, I was just gonna say, my thing is, go ahead. No, what I was gonna say was, this particular conversation, it can go several different ways. What I will say, or whatnot, because we gotta get to the next topic here in a second. Unless Kyle wanted to say something else before I moved to the next topic, but I wanted to say this really fast, is that at the end of the day, what I'll say on this particular topic about the prize and all of this mess or whatnot is just be your authentic self. Be who you are, and women are more drawn to that instead of trying to go above and beyond for women. Going above and beyond for women makes sure SIMP is simp.
Okay, I'm not going to go on about that because there's nothing wrong with treating women.
Once you get out of your simp, once you grow out of your simp energy and whatnot, you got to grow out of it.
Maybe
we got to change the topic now.
Not what a simp is. But
take forever.
Saying you wanted to move on topics, but I'll say one thing first.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's hear you, Kyle.
Because it sounds consensual agreement that women are the prize, but I think when this conversation is happening, it devalue women and say they aren't the prize. But also, just to be clear, women are the birth, and the entire world is freaking out right now because women are not wanting to do that. So I think it substantiates the claim.
Okay, and on that note, I guess that might have been a little mic drop moment. Okay, Kyle, cool. Mic drop. All right. So we're gonna get to this last topic, man. I'm excited about this one because this whole thing is just hilarious to me. So the next topic we're going to get to is, did Diddy do it?
Sorry.
To catch a predator, allegedly.
Allegedly,
Allegedly to catch a predator. So this whole, so obviously, Puff's crib in LA and Miami were raided, and they're trying to tie it to sex trafficking and things like that. They ended up discovering that he had like this whole underground tunnel in his crib, whole underground tunnel. And my thing is, one of the things
that's crazy.
Right, and the whole thing I'm wondering is, I said, is this man preparing for doomsday? Or is that where the sex trafficking allegedly could be happening at?
Okay, He hasn't been charged with anything yet, correct? But
Right. That's why
it's not been charged yet.
Yeah,
It's allegedly.
Yes.
Yo,
but this could
he has
be
not been charged. No, he has not been charged.
possibly in the
But
future.
my thing is, everybody's come out. Gene Deal. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with who Gene Deal is. He used to be Puff's bodyguard for many, many years.
Oh,
He's
really?
He needs to stop doing interviews.
No, he don't. Nah, Gene Deal
Yes,
on
he
there.
do.
Gene Deal on there.
Because you know why?
Why?
If he witnessed all of that, he didn't do nothing, bro.
No,
What,
he's
who
been
didn't do nothing? What?
Sorry.
What
Bro,
are you talking
he's been speaking.
Yeah.
No, he's not just coming out. Gene Deal been talking about Puff for years.
You're right. But guess what? He still witnessed it. In the moment.
about? So does that make him allegedly a accomplice?
Accomplice?
I think so, yeah. For sure. He witnessed it. Why you didn't say nothing when it was happening in 1997?
Well, I mean,
Because he been interviewing for a long time.
he definitely has. And honestly, I don't know what his reason is. Perhaps could it have been like, hey, he got to eat. So that was good, getting that check.
That make it right?
It don't make it right.
Diddy got to eat too.
Right. Nah, it definitely don't make it right. But the thing of it is like, the feds came and all of that. The feds came. His oldest son, apparently, I'm hearing is attached to this whole like court documents by a gentleman. I think his name was like Little Rod or whatever. Used to some sort of producer or something. Yeah, or something like that. Who filed this? I think it's like 60 or 70 pages. I think I could be,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like something crazy like that. And so the thing is, this comes out, and of course, Cassie came out at the end of last year, filed her $30 million lawsuit. I definitely don't believe this. He gave her $30 million, but it was settled within 24 hours. And my whole thing is, when a person settling in 24 hours, like something ain't right about it. You know what I mean? This whole, his freak offs and all of these ridiculous, crazy Hollywood parties and all of that type of shit or whatever. I personally think that he's done. I really do. I think it's over. I think this could potentially be worse than R. Kelly. I don't know.
So honestly, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna toe the lines of it. Both Robert Kelly, because I'm separating what I grew up with R. Kelly and Robert, the predator.
The predator. We know he's the predator. That we do know.
Yes.
So we don't have to say allegedly for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Robert Kelly, the predator, right?
Right.
I feel like I kind of agree with you. Diddy allegedly, he reminds me of like a villain you see in comic books. Like that's just like he's like the kingpin of the behind the scenes operation. Like this dude, like I'm like I almost can't even. I believe it, obviously, but it's like these allegations. This is like, are you serious? And this has been going on for years. And I'm gonna tell you this, like, I don't mean to go down a rabbit hole, but the Biggie situation, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna find. But you know what? With P. Diddy also, a lot of people like what was the other dude's name that you mentioned? Because I don't
Little Rod, the one who filed the stuff. That who you referring to?
No, the one that was that the security guard.
Oh, Gene Deal.
Yeah, he's not the only one that knows. There's a lot of other people that are going to be implicated in this.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like this is like I said, 2024. Like I said today, it's starting out with a bang. Cat Williams came out and said it's gonna all be exposed this year. And man, let me tell you, we're only 3 months in. And this is gonna be a very interesting ass 2024. I'm excited. Like I got my popcorn ready for this shit.
Right. I mean, and plus we got to figure out, is he allegedly like Steve? or is he just allegedly just a nasty, just like an individual? Is he the ringleader, or is he just kind of like a participant?
Nah, he the ringleader, but they also threw in sex trafficking. They threw that in there. Well, they're trying to say there's a combination of things that they're accusing him of. I feel like I think one thing that Diddy did, and I was talking to PJ about this, is that the one biggest difference between probably him and R. Kelly is that he was going after grown men. It was like, I think he really took advantage of people's desire to be rich and famous, and they were willing to do anything for it. Now, when it comes to the sex trafficking part, that's the part where we really don't have an understanding of what really happened. But when it comes to the grown men that he messed with or supposedly messed with allegedly, you can search the internet and see him calling multiple men daddy. You can go through, there's countless videos of him calling men daddy and hugging up on men and doing men. Like, this is not alleged stuff. This is stuff he did. And he's taking men on a mission. He took them shopping for 2 years. He's buying them stuff. He's taking these people on trips. This is not alleged stuff. He basically, as new artist, he used his power, his position. These guys clearly were desperate for money and fame and whatever, and they allowed him to do that stuff. I think it was mutual. And even if it wasn't mutual in the essence of like dating, mutual as in, okay, if this is what you want from me and you're willing to give me this, then I do it. And I think that's why he got away with it for so long. It wasn't until these documents came out that we heard about children and sex trafficking and prostitutes and all that stuff. Right. In terms of just the men,
Wait, so you think they went like kind of like gay for pay?
Basically, that's what I think.
Yeah, for pay. Yeah, for pay.
Because I've been following Diddy for a long time. It's countless videos. I mean, it's an endless supply of these videos of him doing things with males that are just like, okay, and the guys allow it. So outside of what's in these documents that we don't know about, unless there's some video proof that he's running some Epstein Island or something like that, then I guess. But I'm only going about what I've actually saw.
Right.
And from what I've seen, these were grown men. I wouldn't even say he was taking advantage of. I would just say they signed up for it.
And they took a higher position of power, so it could definitely be considered taking advantage. Because
oh yeah.
Heard about, in Hollywood they have the casting couch type of situation. It's kind of like that. Like, if you want to be successful, you do, So that's what it sounds like.
I seen something that. Are y'all familiar with who Torre is? Sound familiar?
With the fro?
Yeah, him.
Light skin.
Yeah, I seen something a couple of days ago. He was on MB. He was on something, one of those live, national news shows, and they were talking about the diddler situation, and he actually said that him and Puff used to have a relationship many years ago, like a cool, relationship. Like he could call him, so he called him and he asked him for a favor. His cousin needed a job or whatnot. So he's like, okay, cool. So he got it done quick. And he said that he noticed that not even within 4 months, his cousin was no longer working for him. And he was trying to ask, like, what's going on? Wouldn't really tell him nothing. So years down the road, it came out that the cousin said that Puff was like, yo, you're going to come home with me tonight. You know what I'm saying? You don't come.
Ooh,
You come home with me tonight. And the cousin was like, nah, I ain't going home with you. So he didn't want to follow the diddler's orders. So
diddler, that's what we calling him now. Yeah,
he didn't want to follow the diddler.
I mean,
so he fired him. So that ended up coming out. Yeah, he just told that on national TV the other day, and I thought that was crazy.
Wait, so did y'all hear? Did y'all hear that he had like, this isn't alleged, but he was on live admitting, like, he was talking about he adopted this random little like white girl, and
Who did?
I'll post. We're gonna post a link on this on our page for context, but he was basically on live with, I don't know, people in his house, Quincy, whatever, what that light skinned dude's name.
Is it Quincy or is it Justin?
That's Albie Shore's son.
Yeah.
Quincy's
yeah.
Albie Shore, but Justin, I heard is added in these pages, these articles. I'm hearing. Allegedly.
Well, okay, well, they both were in the video, and there was this white girl, right? She was like 10, 11 or whatever, and he's like, yeah, tell us how you're here, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, Daddy Diddy found me on the streets, and it was so weird.
Well, I missed this. Yeah. We need to post the link. We put the link. I ain't never seen it yet, so I got to check that out.
And this was back in 2020. This live happened in 2020. So it was like, who was this random white girl that you said you adopted? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Like,
but that's allegedly. And I keep
but it's the same thing with Justin Bieber and Usher.
Yep.
A lot of these people, parents willingly did that. So it's not like he just was getting people. They Usher mama was like, all right, bye.
How do you let your daughter say Daddy Diddy? The way she said it, she was like, she was a little girl. I felt so uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, like, it's like, I don't know. It's sick.
Hey, something is off. Something's not right about this. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I don't know exactly what Diddy did. Fully, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's all, allegedly, whatever, but something's off. And the truth will reveal itself, you know what I'm saying, as time goes on and all of that. But I think one of the most important things about this situation is this is like the rise and fall of a man who made it to the mountaintop.
Did you know yesterday when he got raided, it was the 27th anniversary of Biggie's release?
Life After Death album.
Yes.
I saw that.
I'm like, dang, God got a sense of humor.
I thought that was wild. But the thing is, he accomplished all of these things. You know what I'm saying? He became a legend. He's done all of these things. And it's just like power. You know what I'm saying? Like power, I don't know. Like it's obviously, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody go to jail, obviously, and all of that. But at the end of the day, if he did in fact do all of these things, you got to be held accountable.
Yeah,
flat out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as far as that,
we're not going to see the stuff because in the documents, the court documents, they're saying there's plenty of photos, videos.
Yeah,
we're not being able to see that stuff, but supposedly the documents is full of that stuff.
Well, that's the thing. I posted it on Facebook, and Mark, shout out to you, Mark. He decided to remove it.
Mark removed it. I think I was scrolling and I seen you said something like
it was a link.
That's what that was.
Yes, he removed it.
Dang,
yeah. And then
it's supposedly it's out there. I feel like if you follow the industry in general, stuff like this goes on behind closed doors anyway. It's just, that you finally get caught up. And it seemed like the downfall of him was when he decided to sue Ciroc.
Yeah.
But
you mess with the wrong people.
Question
and
to everybody. Do y'all think he regrets it?
I think he regrets. No. I don't really think he does.
Yeah.
No, he clearly enjoyed it. He was having a blast.
I'm saying I would feel he regrets it if this went on for like 3 to 5 years, this has been going on since 1992, 3.
What they say when they say you regret getting caught? He regrets being
He
caught.
regrets getting caught. You know.
Yes. We'll just have to watch the drama unfold.
Yes,
This might be like the O.J. Simpson trial. This probably gonna last.
No, that's what I'm thinking. I think this is gonna be. Yes, this is what this is gonna be. And you know, the rumors was out there that he tried to. You know, the rumors was out there that he literally tried to hop on his PJ and get up out of here. So you know, they said he was trying to get out the country or whatever. But he was spotted in Miami. He was spotted in Miami pacing. Not on the phone or nothing, just pacing, like almost like, what am I gonna do? Like, oh man, the crib got raided. Yeah, like both cribs got raided, Miami and LA. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, like I said, this is one of those situations where it's almost like if you got common sense, you kind of felt like this was coming at some point or another. You know what I'm saying? But now, from what I'm hearing is, Diddy's not the last, from what I'm hearing.
No, he's not. That's what I was saying. There's so many. This is like, I feel like this is the year of exposure. Whatever you believe in, God, universe, whatever. I feel there's something going on. There's something.
Yeah.
I can feel it. And the fact that he got raided on the anniversary.
That is insane.
Yes.
It feels like Diddy is like Big Meat, and this is BMF or somebody going down some big time drug kingpin, and they about to take out all the top dogs and snitching is everybody about to go snitching crazy. Because it don't feel like he's like, I don't know, molesting people. This feels like he's like a drug lord or something. It feels like he's running some gang that's like 1,000 people deep. And it just doesn't even feel regular. Like, because even if you think about it, if so many people witness this, the parties, all of this stuff, how could you get all these people to say nothing? That's the part that doesn't make sense to me, is that they're trying to bring Young Miami in. They're trying to bring all these people in. Even if you think about all the people that attended this party, just think of all these people over all these years. Even Mace, I've been watching a lot of interviews where Mace, he know what's going on, but he don't never give no information. He'll just say little things. Why are all these people, even someone like Mace, still willing to be silent, still willing to say nothing when they were all there? And that's the part that makes me go, this stuff is more powerful and way more bigger, because all these people are refusing to really talk. Even the producer might have been willing to speak, but I'm pretty sure probably like a billion
200 people
like him,
right? Hundreds of people. Exactly, and the thing. Yeah, Stephen J was there. Yeah, he was part of the Hitman. So he was there. Yeah, he was there. But the crazy thing is, I'm gonna say this, and then if anybody else got something to say, as well, we cut it close. But the thing is, the interesting thing about this whole story with Puff is the fact that all the people that he ever worked with closely or signed or whatever the case is, when their time was up or whatever the case is, or they left going crazy.
Yes.
They ran the guy.
Yeah.
Or some killed, and some have killed themselves.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just like
I have, because I follow this, right? May started a church. Justin Bieber, have you mentioned him? Justin Bieber is like, he went through some stuff, and he now proclaims himself as a super Christian. Like,
yeah, he's
what
super,
happened?
super, yeah.
He was like on the up and up. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I liked one of his latest his last album that he made. That was the last album that he made. He hasn't made anything else. You know, talented kid. Like, what happened?
Hey, the Diddler effect. So that's all I can really say on that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up tonight. Again, we always enjoy y'all hanging out with us for a little while. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. That way we can continue to send y'all some dope content and all of that good stuff. But again, thank y'all for rocking with Don't Hit Sin. And we will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.